Hey everyone, welcome back to RJK English or RJK Urdu. Today we're going to learn two different clusters. The Toy cluster and I think they call it the Gain cluster. Let's see and the Ein cluster. Okay? So what I remembered was that there are actually 4 Z's. I've taught you already that there are 3 Z's in Urdu. You are actually going to find out there are 4. Okay, so I already introduced the R version of the Z. It's still spelled Z. It's pronounced Z. The D version of the Z. Z. The Svad version of the Z. And now you're going to learn the last one, which is the Toy version of the Z. And this one won't be that hard because it almost looks like the retroflex sign. Almost looks like that retroflex sign. It's straight down, out and through. That is Toy, but when you have the dot, it is Z. It is Zoe. So that's another Z in Urdu. This is the one you'll see the most. It's in words like manzil, which is like the floor of a building, manzil. And you can see the movie called Tisri Manzil, which means third floor. It's a Shami Kapoor film. I love it. It's really old, but I love it. So manzil, here's that M again. We've used it for Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We've used it for some others as well, and I can't remember what they are. Ramadan and many others. So man, notice that's that N, that's the N. Man. Here's the R version of the Z, and this is the L. Manzil. Notice there's only, in this there are no vowels shown. It is Z, L. I'm sorry. L. Manzil. But if I was to show someone what I'm trying to, like if someone didn't know the word manzil, I would do this. Manzil. Manzil. This mark means that it is the sound. Man. Then there's no vowel sound here. And this is zil. And the way I show that is by putting a mark below. Zil. Manzil. But this is how you'll see it. And if you want to know Tisri Manzil, it means third floor. Looks like this. Dot, dot. There's my dental T, ta. This is how we show the E. We see the E twice in this. Here's my S. S. And here's my R. T, S, Ri. This is E and this is E. This is how E looks on its own. This is how E looks in the middle. It has the dot below. This is how it looks at the end. Tisri. All right? You're learning a lot already. Tisri Manzil. All right, let's go on to the letters. All right, Toy. Down, over, and through. Ta. All this is a T. It's the other T. So it's the dental T. So we have this T that you've already met. It looks like a smiley face. This is the other T. It's just pronounced T. In Hindi, it's this letter. Okay, the next one, same thing. But we already met this. This is the Z. This is one of the four Z's. Okay, so that's the Toy and Zoe. Now we're going to learn something that it's going to be a little tough. Are you ready? So this is the Ein. Ein. In Arabic, this is actually a sound. It's a ah, ah. You're moving your, I don't know, your glottis down here. Ah, ah, ah. So like, I have a friend named Adil. This is actually how his name is, shoot. Oh, yeah. This is the ah. But in Urdu, you don't say that ah. It becomes ah. And it's actually the ah to the ah, and then the duh and the l. Adil. And if I'm saying an Arabic version, I would go adil, adil. But for Urdu, it's just adil, adil. And this is an e, adil. Okay? There's another one. In Hindi, a lot of times you say maaf karna. Maaf kijiye. Maaf karna. This means excuse me or I'm sorry. Maaf karna, maaf kijiye. Okay? This is from Urdu. Maaf karna comes probably from Persian, and it's actually spelled, instead of spelling like in Hindi, we would spell it maaf karna, maaf. In Urdu, it's spelled ein. Maaf. This is the ah. This is the ah. It's spelled like this. I think, oh, it does go into the F. Maaf. Does it? Yeah. Maaf. So it has this ah first. So it's actually maaf. Maaf. And this is an F. So it shows up, but it's not, you don't say it. You just say ah. There's another one that's even more clear, and where there's not even the ah in it. Okay. But this, I like making this letter. It looks like this. Like this. It almost looks like in Hindi, if you're about to make the choti, the cha, it almost looks like that. Okay, this is called the ein. Ein. And in Urdu, it is, how is it written in Urdu? I don't think it even is. It's not, I'm sorry, in Hindi it's not written. So this is only in Urdu. Now there's another one that looks just like it, but it's changed. It has the dot above. Which one is this? It's line. It is a, it's doing the same thing as the ein, which we don't do in Urdu, but it is a ga, line. So I'm going to give you an example of how this works, okay? In the back of the throat, when you go ha, remember that letter? Ha, like Shahrukh Khan. Well, the same way, you voice it, and you almost do a G back there. Line. So it's like a G, but way in the back, where you go ha. So la. And here's how you can remember it. There's a famous poet named Ghalib, but people call him Ghalib. But it's actually Ghalib. This looks like the ah right? Like like when I spelled Adil, Adil, right? But it is the Ghalib, Ghalib. Can you tell the difference between Ghalib and Ghalib? It's way in the back. Ghalib, Ghalib. And I almost do a kha. It's a voiced kha almost. Ghalib, Ghalib, Ghalib. Okay? Ishq par zor nahi hai ye wo atish ghalib. So if you see the movie Dil Se, one of the best movies, A.R. Rahman does the music for it. They have a verse from Ghalib in it, and it's such an awesome song. Ishq par zor nahi hai ye wo atish ghalib. So that's Ghalib. Okay, so those are all the letters. Let's practice them real quick. Okay, first the toy. Letter going down. From here, go out and back and through. Just like that. It almost looks like the retroflex, but the retroflex is angled. Okay? And if I want to make it a za, I put it there. Otherwise, it's a ta. I think in matlab, this is what used, but we'll have to look at examples later. Okay, now the ayn. I make a circle. From the circle, I'm going to come back around like that. That's it. I think there is a special way to make it. This is how I make it. Okay? And if I want to make it a gla in the back, I put this dot at the top. Okay? And then ghalib, ghalib. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe. Do all that work for me. I really appreciate it. All right? See you next time.